What up guys, JP back at you once again, bringing you guys a very special video. I have something really cool in my possession, and it is the Fly Ultimate Collection. This thing is coming to us courtesy of Viavision Entertainment out of Australia. I gotta thank them. They were very kind enough to send me over a copy to talk about with you guys watching the video. The Fly. It is a movie that spawned two sequels, a remake and a sequel to that remake. And all of those films are currently available on Blu-ray in one place, and that is Australia. Viavision Entertainment put out the Fly Collection here, the Ultimate Collection, which does in fact have all 5 Fly films, which I believe Curse of the Fly and The Fly 2, this is their Blu-ray debut. So that is very, very cool. They do not have United States releases on Blu-ray. This right here, let me get it out of the way right now. This says on the back here, Region B, but I did test it, and they play in Region A players. So all 5 of these discs will play in your Region A players. So if you love The Fly, or if you have never seen The Fly and are just curious, you can buy this set. You can pick it up on Viavision Entertainment's website and ship it over here, which I'll put a link in the description down below for you guys to check this release out. And they have tons of cool releases as well. You guys seen me review some of their titles before. But, you know, check out their stuff for real, because most of the stuff is region free, even if it does say Region B on the back. At least, you know, my experiences. All the titles that I've gotten from them play in Region A players. I've tested them. So let's get into the Fly Ultimate Collection. First off, it is in a slip box. It is in a standard, you know, I would say double-sized Blu-ray keep case. There's a slip box there. And what we have here on the inside is we have 5 discs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, that is the Fly Collection there with all 5 films on Blu-ray. You have the Fly original from 1958, which we'll talk about first. The original Fly was a first-time watch for me. I always wanted to see it, and I believe that I've seen parts of it growing up, but I don't think I've ever seen the full film. I definitely seen some of the iconic moments. Maybe I did see the full film, but I just don't remember it that well. Anyway, it follows a man played by Vincent Price, who is investigating along with an actual investigator, you know, detective, his sister-in-law murder of his brother. You know, his sister-in-law apparently killed his brother, and he's trying to figure out why on earth she would do that. Eventually we find out that the husband, his brother, the wife's husband, was involved in a teleportation scientific experiment where we find out that essentially his body teleported with a fly, and it kind of mixed their genes together or atoms together or whatever. This movie is actually really good. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It is a movie that I was not expecting to play out how it played out, because I'd seen the remake of The Fly, and I figured it would be more like that, but it's kind of told in this like mysterious way. It opens up with a murder, you know. It's done a little bit different. It's not as focused on the actual, you know, fly itself, but rather this sort of mystery around what happened to him. And there is one very chilling scene involving, you know, the scene where it's like, help me. Everybody should know that. Man, that thing is chilling. That scene is chilling. Anyway, that's a really, really solid movie. I gave it an 8.5. Return of the Fly follows the son of the Fly, the son of the creator of the teleportation system, and also Vincent Price returns as his uncle. He's continuing the work of where his father left off. I was a little skeptical going into this one, because I was like, oh wait, is the Fly gonna go into the telepod with him, you know, by mistake again? And thinking that it's, well, that's, you know, it would be a little ridiculous if the exact same thing happened. It doesn't really happen like that, which is good. It's more of like this betrayal type of thing going on here, this sort of drama almost, which is cool. It's a decent way to do a sequel instead of it being so forced. It seemed a little more natural. I like this one just as much, honestly. I didn't really have many issues with it, only that I guess it kind of drags towards the end a little bit in certain spots. Not drags, but just isn't as dramatic, is what I should say. I still gave that one an 8 out of 10, very solid. The Curse of the Fly, a whole nother story. I kind of understand why they didn't do another Fly type story. This one still has the telepods and still has the people, the family who created the telepods, but I don't really know who the character is, if it's like a great-great-grandson or like a cousin or something. They might say in the film, I just might have missed it. This one, it just wasn't that interesting to me, honestly. It was kind of boring. And it's kind of like been there, done that, you know, and I guess it's even though they don't really follow the same story, there's actually not really a fly creature in this one as well. So I just gave that one a 5.5 out of 10. And the Fly original and the Fly 2 I actually didn't watch yet. I will get to them because we're going to be covering 1986 horror films, and the Fly is one of them. I actually have it on Blu-ray and have watched it before, so I didn't feel it necessary to review, you know, I wanted to get this review out there. I ended up getting this copy a little after the release date, so I didn't watch those two, but I have seen them before. Brief thoughts on them. The Fly, original David Cronenberg classic. It's such a good remake. It completely elevates the entire mythology, and it, you know, only has minor problems. Great movie. The Fly 2, 80s cheese fest. It's kind of silly and ridiculous, but it still has some redeemable qualities such as gore. Anyway, the transfers on these babies did look great. There's some great transfers here. I had no issues with the transfers. All of them looked pretty good. There was, you know, minor hiccups in some of the transfers with, you know, just scratches and stuff like that at certain points, but nothing major. So yeah, that is the Fly collection, Ultimate Collection from Via Vision. This thing is sick, guys. I'm so glad to own this in my collection. It's just a cool set, really. And some people do complain about the Blu-rays. Ooh, I almost dropped it. The Blu-rays not actually being, you know, a box set with each film having its own case. But to me, this is just as good, you know what I mean? It's not a film series that I'm a huge fan of, you know, first time watch on a lot of them. So I don't need each film to have its own individual case. This is fine. It's shelf saving. I think the packaging is great. This is how I want my collections nowadays, because as you guys can see, you know, I don't have that much space anymore, and before I start fucking building shelves down the hallway, I better get rid of some shit, you know what I mean? Or, you know, buy slimmed down cases. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy this review. Check out Via Vision, the Fly collection. It's good stuff. Peace out.